When we think about male fertility, we often think hormones, but we actually need to be thinking about toxins. The chemicals in our food, air, everyday products are silently sabotaging testosterone, energy, and sperm quality. But there's good news. With the right detox, you can turn it all around. I'll show you how to reduce your toxic load, boost your energy, and support fertility naturally. So when we think about male fertility and ideas like oxidative stress and energy and the ability to support the egg, we have to think about lowering the toxic load. And that's why detoxing is really important. Now, in the Western medical model, they don't really think much about detoxing. They're not looking for or measuring, the influence of environmental toxins on sperm health. They're not really thinking through how to clean the body out to support healthy sperm. And when it comes to increasing sperm counts, most of the conversation is around boosting testosterone or medications like Clomid or letrozole or hormone therapies like additive testosterone to improve sperm count. And again, I think the conversation too that I've heard over and over again is that it's a lot around improving sperm count, but not so much around improving sperm quality. So in comes Eastern medicine. What do they say? Now, did they talk about sperm count and sperm quality? Maybe not, but they did talk about energy and chi, and men had to have a certain amount of energy as well. And they were just as capable of draining their energy just like women do. And so in that conversation in Eastern medicine, there were a couple of areas to assess when a man was having issues with conceiving or having issues with sperm or having just issues with energy, to be 100% honest. They would look a lot at, again, gut health and what is the gut doing? Is it moving well? Is it functioning well? Are you getting the nutrients you need for healthy sperm? There are a couple of key nutrients involved with sperm, and they would again make sure protein, zinc, key amino acids, healthy fats, and plenty of fiber were a part of a healthy sperm diet. In addition to that, they would also look at the liver. The liver was a critical organ in determining the health of the sperm because the liver contained everything the body needed to detox and remove both toxic emotions and toxic chemicals from the body so that the body could do what it needed to do to produce healthy sperm. They also believed that when the body was under duress or stress, one of the first things to go in both men and women was sperm quality, sperm count, because the body's energy really needed to be used for everything else. So in the Eastern model, it was gut health, nutrient quality, stress and stress management, and really understanding where the liver fit into the puzzle. Now, when we modernize that equation and we really bring in more of a functional approach, which is what we do at Whole Plus, we start to understand that all of these things are interconnected because now in today's time, we can test it. We can test everything and we can see exactly what's happening. So let's talk for a second about the East-West functional medicine approach to improving sperm quality, especially in today's environment. I'm not going to bore you with all the stats, right? You guys already know we're in a very toxic environment. We're being exposed to more chemicals than ever before. Glyphosate, as a standalone chemical, may be solely responsible for decreasing sperm counts and sperm quality in the last couple of generations. There are studies that talk about this and look at this, but that may be one of the critical components of this. So when you were trying to build back, right, healthy sperm and good conception, we want to be thinking about that liver in today's environment and understanding how to support it and where a detox is appropriate and where sometimes it's really not. So the first place, again, to start is to clean up the diet. Really start paying attention to the amount of pesticides your body might be getting exposed to. Are you eating a lot of processed or packaged foods? Do you consume a lot of foods that maybe are on the EWG or Environmental Working Group's Dirty Dozen? Healthy foods, right? Fruits, vegetables, but they are so toxic because of the amount of pesticides that have had to be used to make them that you're actually getting a pesticide load every time you eat them. EWG, by the way, has great resources on not just foods with a lot of different toxins and toxic chemicals, but also body care products, home products that might be contributing to that toxic load. In addition to that, we want to think through things that may be burdening the liver from an emotional standpoint. And I have to bring this up because with many men, it's repressed anger, it's chronic stress, and that too takes away the ability of the liver to function effectively. So working on that liver and working on that gut in tandem is a foundational principle for improving sperm quality. We haven't even talked about hormones yet. So as you're cleaning up your diet, you're looking at your environment and what you can do, because we can only control so much. The next place to go is to support both of those organs. So getting in, for example, the nutrients that are often missing when it comes to healthy sperm quality, like zinc or arginine. That's an amino acid really important for testosterone production that you may need to supplement if you're having trouble building your testosterone back. In addition to that, the liver supporting supplements like milk thistle, one of my absolute favorites, a liver protector, and glutathione, which does two things actually. It cleans the liver, almost like a washing machine, but it also supports oxidative stress, meaning it comes in, plumps up those cells, gives them the energy they need so that the sperm can do their job. So those are a couple of things that I think are so essential. Now, in addition to that, you can support testosterone in other ways, really taking a look at another level of gut health. Do you have leaky gut? Are you malabsorbing? I talk a lot about leaky gut in this video right here. If I find it in a patient as we go through our testing, then I may add things like glutamine and probiotics to further support. Now, after we've talked through gut and liver health, we do need to go back to that elephant in the room, which is stress and toxic emotions, and managing that is a slightly different strategy. And again, something that a pure Western model maybe doesn't address. Are you sleeping through the night? Are you falling asleep? Are you staying asleep? Are you waking up? All of those are going to impact sperm quality. Are you repressing anger? Are you so stressed and you feel like you can't express it because maybe you're a primary breadwinner, or you have a job where the culture is that everybody is on high alert all the time? I know I see that in the finance industry. We see it in medicine, see it in big law. We see it in so many different places. So if that is happening, do you have a self-care plan to balance that? Do you do something like acupuncture weekly or a massage, or have a way to check out of that chronic sort of flow of cortisol day in and day out? Really important, or you're going to crash your sperm and your testosterone levels very quickly. So the stress management component becomes critical. Now, moving on, I call that the elementary level, right? Maybe level 1 of managing sperm and sperm quality. There is another place to go, and we see this in practice day in and day out. If we are not seeing improvement with just sort of this level 1 care, then the next place to go is actually to start to test and look at environmental factors. And here's what we found over and over again. A big load of heavy metals like mercury, arsenic, lead, cadmium, I could go on, all of those are impacting testosterone and in turn sperm quality. We know that mold in the environment, which we can test for, also impacts sperm and sperm quality. And we've already talked about pesticides, but we have the capacity in our clinics to go forward and to actually test this. So all of this testing, from environmental components like heavy metals, mold, pesticides, hormone levels like testosterone, cortisol, blood sugar and insulin, which also play a role in this conversation, inflammation markers like a CRP, a homocysteine, and a sederate, along with nutrients like zinc and your amino acids, your fats. All of these play a role in healthy sperm production and good sperm quality. So that's the approach you really want to take when you're thinking through bringing sperm quality up holistically. It's a lot about the gut and liver, really thinking through that, managing stress and sleep, then optimizing your nutrients, and then really testing and making sure you don't have one of these other factors that are blocking you and preventing you from getting the sperm quality and the testosterone levels that you really need. All right, male fertility is just as important as female fertility, and we need to be talking more about this. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm so passionate about making sure this message gets out there, but also remember, I post new videos every week. Don't forget to like and subscribe.